All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the Bowling Fools YouTube stream. Happy holidays, everybody. And as soon as I sat down, baby Tawny decided to sit down and cuddle with me, so you get a 2-for-1 treat today.
Kids like risotto?
How's everybody's holidays been? How's everybody get their bowling ball that they wanted underneath the tree? Nick says, "What's up, Ryan? Waiting patiently while at work. Right on." Sorry you got to work this week, man. Master Guns, what's up? All right, Nick. All right, cool. What's up, Craig? How you doing, my friend? Happy holidays. I want to check the volume. How's the volume? Is it too loud? Does it sound just right, or how's it sound? It's the first time I'm streaming on my computer here, and I had to bust out all my old game streaming stuff from back in the day. All right, hello everybody. Cool, awesome, sounds good. Billy, what's up? Hell yeah. Tori, Casey, Tawny is a delicate little creature. She is. That's the thing. Every time I sit down on my computer, she always sits down. So as soon as I sat down getting ready for the stream, she was like, "I want to be part of this. I want to be part of the show." All right, let's see here. All right, I got nothing bowling related, Nick. Oh no. I hope it was good. I hope you got something good, anyways. Craig, what you sure did? What'd you get, Craig? Got the Raptor Rain. Nice. Yeah, that's a cool ball. That's a ball that's definitely on my radar. Every single review I saw on that was really good. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to get right into this. And just a disclaimer for everybody. My bowling ball rating is for only the balls that I own. And pretty much most of my balls, even my older ones that I got last year, are still available. There's only a few on here that have been discontinued. So I decided to include those also. So I have like over 40 balls. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you all my ratings. So I got the S, A, B, and C. So S is going to be superior, like my top 5 balls that I have. The A is going to be excellent. The B is going to be above average, and the C is going to be okay, right? And I got a page that I'm going to show you at the end of the stream that is all my balls that I got rid of. So all my duds that didn't work for me, didn't pair with me. And I know a lot of you guys are going to disagree with that because they're like some of the top balls out on the market. So I just want to also let everybody else know that I am not on staff. So this is my bowling ball ratings based on me being a consumer, just like you. I had to buy all my own bowling balls. I buy every single brand. I'm not biased. And I'm just going to tell you what balls work for me and what didn't work for me. Dead Polymers, howdy ho, my friend. Tori Casey bought myself a Jackal Ghost for Christmas. Right on. Hell yeah. That's a good one. That's an old classic one. Tori Casey, First Motive. Wow. Yeah, let me know how you like that one. You're gonna see in this stream that I don't really pair well with a lot of motives. Although I don't know if you guys saw the X in the Pit stream this morning of the Apex Apex Jackal, and that ball looked pretty good for James. He made that ball look really good. He also had a 5-inch pin, so maybe that's the secret. You know, and maybe I need to do a 5-inch pin on my Crimson Jackal to make it work. Who knows? But still, $219 is a little too pricey for me. Master Guns, Phase 2 Pearl, nice. X-Mid, hey, what's up, my friend? Hey, bud, glad I could catch a stream. Hope your Christmas and New Year's are awesome with many 300s. I hope so too, man. Same to you, my friend. Billy, I've been thinking about trying 16 pounds since Buddies has some crazy deals, and your videos are definitely tempting me. Yeah. I'm going to also talk a little bit about the 14 pound and the 16 pound that I have. And personally, I'm not going to get any more 16 pounds just because the diff and all that and the RGs is way off from the 14 and 15 pounds. And they don't really, there's only a couple that work for me, and I'll talk about that later in the stream. But as far as 16 pound goes, they are cheap. But, you know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to, if you guys don't have a 16 pound yet, go, you know, Buddies has them for ridiculously cheap. And you can try it out. I mean, I got my very first 16 pound was a Brunswick Beyond Infinity. for, what was it, 57 bucks. And I could, I was like, what the hell? I'll try it out. And I ended up getting a few more 16 pounders. I'm pretty much done with a 16 pounder. The High Road 40 is probably my best 16 pound shaping ball. And that's because the diff goes up dramatically. I think the diff on that one is .058 if I'm not mistaken. All right, let's kind of get back to these comments here real quick before I do the rating here. Lumpy, what's up, Lumpy? Got a street rally, nice, from my last surprise ball, drilled at 50 by 5 by 80, nice. Is that a pin down for you? That layout looks like a pin, like it might be a pin down. Yeah, I got my eye on the street rally too. I think that'll be discontinued probably within the year. I'm not, if I'm not mistaken, or probably maybe like summer or fall next year, just because it's a Columbia 300. But it does look pretty good, especially with the HK22C squared. Tori, usually buy clearance balls. Last two were GB4. Nice. GB4 hybrid, right? 104 and another one getting old, and the Mantra hybrid 70. Yeah, hell yeah. So, like I said, if you saw my other streams before, I love the discounted balls. I love discontinued, balls getting for a killer deal. So they work just as good as some of the newer balls. So, if you guys are in the market, you want to get 3 balls for the price of 1, go get the discontinued balls for sure. Lumpy, and just ordered a Paragon Shadow. Nice, very good ball. And on Boral's World for 125. Yeah, I saw the Paragon Shadow drop down dramatically, and got a 15 off. Nice with the points right on. The Guru went down super cheap too. I think Bowling World was another one that had the Guru. I mean, these balls were going from $195 to $120. Like, that was a dramatic drop, which tells me that those balls are not selling very well. So if you guys are in the market for a good ball, track Paragon Shadow, I would highly recommend. Especially for the deal they got at it. The deal it's on right now. Nick, I went 280 out of the box with the Jackal Ghost. Nice. But was surprised how far right I had to play with it. Yeah, I don't have the Jackal Ghost. I just have the Crimson Jackal. Oh, the Jackal Ghost. That's the new one. Okay. Damn. Oh, no, Jackal Ghost. Gotcha. I was thinking Primal Ghost. Yeah, that's what I hear. It's not super strong. Tori, I'm left balanced, 15 mile an hour. Absolutely love the Jackal. Nice and straight with just enough in the back end to smash pins. Heck yeah. 16 pound feels so much heavier, says Nick. Yeah, it does. I got 16 pound to, I think she wants to get up. I got 16 pound just to try it out and kind of attempt to slow my swing, because I usually force and muscle it sometimes, so I got the 16 pound to just kind of hopefully slow it down, and it does slow me down a little bit. Tori, Master Guns, guessing you went into the core in 84, 88 myself. Master Guns, yep, right on. All right, so I'm going to shrink myself down here, and here we go. So these are all my balls. Let's see. Let's get this spread out here. All right, so just a heads up, the C right here is not bad. It's okay, right? It's pretty much it's a decent ball. I pretty much don't have any balls on this list that I do not like. The ones I didn't like, I got rid of, and I'll show you that on the 3rd page. All right, so I got these brand specific. As you can see, I don't really have any. I only have 5 Storm. I've got 1 Global 900. I don't have any Roto Grip. My Roto Grip that I got rid of was the Rockstar, surprisingly. It just didn't work for me. And so I got rid of that. So we're going to put the Ion, we're going to go start with the Ion Max here. Let me go onto the screen here. Get it a little bit bigger. Okay. All right, so Ion Max, we're going to put up here in the S tier. And like I said, if you guys agree or disagree, let me know down in the comments. If you have these balls, I know Nick, you probably only have the first 5. You probably don't even have the High Road 40, but if any of you guys have these balls, let me know what you think of them as well, too. The Mitch man, what's up? Hey man, what's up? I picked up a 6-7-10 earlier today. Nice. Hell yeah. All right, so Ion Max goes in S tier. Phase 2. So like I said, most of these balls I have are still on the market today, even though I got them last year. So I will put that in the A category here. Identity, we'll go with just okay. Both identities here. Both these identities are pretty much the same for me. I don't really notice them, even though I got a slightly different layout on both of them. There's not much difference that I notice. I would say the original teal one right here is probably the better one out of the two. And it probably could be just mental. Nick says I have the phase 2 in both identities. Yeah, you don't have anything else, Nick. Sorry, man. You're gonna look at my screen when I go down to the balls I get rid of, and you'll see a lot of the SPI balls. The Mitch man, I left 6-7-10, but never thought I'd pick it up. Hell yeah, good job, man. It's a good feeling getting those awesome splits. All right, High Road 40. This is my 16-pound ball. And this was the second 16-pound ball I got. I will put this in B right now. That's a pretty darn good ball. I do like that one. I roll it on the dry when I sand. I did a video where I sanded at 2,000, and it worked pretty good. Worked a lot better than the polish they put on it. All right, so this one I got the Global or 900 Global Zen. This is the original Zen that I got from a guy in our league. He was selling it. It didn't pair with him, and yeah, believe it or not, some of these great balls just don't pair with some people. So I bought it off him. I think it was $25, $30 I got, and it's really good. So I would say this one would be on the A tier. Anybody has a Global or the Zen, let me know. Do you have the Global Zen, Nick? Yeah, there you the OG Zen. The Mitch man, my friend, loves his Ion Max. Yeah, Ion Max is on sale right now too. I'm also going to talk about the deals some of these balls have, right? I'm not going to tell you where to get them. Just, you guys know the big 4 places online. I'm not going to name them all. Just if I tell you the price, just, do a search for it. But Ion Max, I believe, is that was $200 ball, and now it's $150 or $160, I do believe. The Phase 2 is what, $150. High Road 40 dropped down quite a bit. You could probably get the High Road 40 for just over $100, probably $100. Smells really good too. I think it's appleberry crumble or something like that, or a pineapple apple crumble or whatever. The identities, you could probably still get the BCP identity. This one's sold out, but this BCP identities you can get for about $100. Nick and we got ours on eBay for $85. All right. Going down here, we've got Deviate. That's one of the lines that I have the most of. And the one that I like the most, I'd say. I think this is my number one brand right now with B7. Let's see. Let me catch up. Tori, how would the Paragon play for a balanced lefty? I think it would be good for you. Paragon's a nice, smooth shape. The brother-in-law got the Paragon, and he loves it. So I think it would do pretty well. I think you would do pretty well with a Paragon, Tori, especially for the price it's at right now. I think it's a ball that, because it's track, is just kind of overlooked. But phenomenal ball. You put a little surface on it, and it's got some strength to it. So that's one of my top balls. I'll get to that in a bit. Nick, I just drilled the theorem for the uncle-in-law. Which theorem? The theorem hybrid or theorem solid? Billy, OG Zen, so good. Yeah. I don't think I have a game under 200 with the OG Zen. I mean, every time I take it out in practice for open play, it's over 200. That ball is consistent, just very good shape. So I was lucky to get that one. And I plugged it up and drilled it, so it still shapes pretty well with being plugged or whatever. Nick, my last 300 was with the OG Zen. Nice. Nick, I paid on average after tax 114. Yeah, per identity. Yeah. So yeah, with after tax, we paid about 110, 115 bucks for the BCP. The guy on eBay was charging tax, And oh no, it's shipping. So Nick, oh yeah, I love the hybrid. I'll get to the hybrid in a bit. So we have a retired ball. This is the Deviate Brutal Collision. And this was one that was given to me by my old PSO as a gift because I had bought so many balls from him. And he had a bunch of these. He had bought pretty much all the Deviate Brutal Collisions out of all the distributors. He bought them all out. I want to say he probably had like 100, maybe 50 to 100. I don't know how many, but he had a lot. And when I bought 3 balls from him, this is when the wife was born. And one day, I think I bought 4 balls off him at one time. He's like, you know what? Hey, this is a gift for me. So I was very stoked. They didn't sell this anymore. And so when I drilled it, this was one of the first 5 balls that I drilled up. And this ball is phenomenal. If you can get your hands on a Brutal Collision, or if you have a Brutal Collision, let me know how you like it because it's phenomenal for me. I brought it to Paddock, was it last month and the month before, when my ricochet return just wasn't getting enough strength. I busted this out, and this ball was just finding the pocket every single time. No matter how much I missed, it found the pocket and struck. And the colorway on it is really cool. It's looking at it going down lane. It really pops going down lane. So that's another one of my top 5 balls. Very fortunate, very, very grateful for my old PSO for giving that to me. So rock and roll for him, or to him. All right, going down here we have by the way, this is the Brutal Collision is a solid, by the way. And I think I forgot to mention what these are. So solid, pearl. Okay. And then we got the Deviate Wicked Collision. This is another 16-pound ball. I'll put this up in A. And I don't think it shapes exactly like a 15 would because the RG and diff are radically different from the 15. So that's my 16-pound, but it still shapes pretty well. And this one I got for, I think it was like $70 on Buddies. So the Deviate Wicked Collision. That one was on sale for really cheap. That's a good shaping ball. The Wicked Collision is a solid, kind of like the Brutal Collision, but it's got the HK22. I think it's HK22C if I'm not mistaken. Although it didn't smell like citrus, which was kind of confusing to me. All right, Severe Collision. We're going up here. So you can tell something with the collision line here. And by the way, for this whole rating system here, I didn't go through and practice. I just put all my balls there, so you're seeing this live time with my rating of going through my balls. I've never actually sat down and done this, so it's kind of fun for everybody here. Tori, Wicked Collision is a really good ball. Waiting for the Severe Collision to get cheap. Never thrown or seen the Brutal. Yeah, the Brutal's awesome. Severe Collision is the next best thing. And the Severe Collision was a hybrid. So, and it's still pretty strong. Like I said, when I went rolling the Zero Mercy out in Clayton Bowl, I brought the Zero Mercy Solid. I brought the Brutal or the Severe Collision with me just to see how it would shape, and it held up. It looked very, very similar to the Zero Mercy Solid. It's a really strong ball. If you put some surface on it. Oh, and one thing I want to mention too, that with something interesting about the B7 balls that come with compound. So a lot of the B7 balls, if they have compound, I roll them, game 1 and it just doesn't shape. A couple games, it just doesn't shape. It just doesn't have that back end reaction that I'm looking for. The only brand that I do not have to knock the compound off and it still has a strong back end are Deviate. And I think I'm going to be specific with the collision line. So all the Deviate collision balls that I not have to knock off the compound at all, and they shape absolutely perfect. But all the other balls that have compound, somehow I have to take the compound off for whatever weird reason. So it's kind of strange because I think they're made from the same chemical compound and all that, the same cover stock, the same the same polish and all that. So I don't know if the core is just ridiculously strong on the collision lines where it just doesn't care what you put on it; it's still going to hook either way. Steve, what's up? Welcome to the stream, my friend. Evening, everyone. Hope all had a great Christmas. Yep, we had a great Christmas. Steve, should be a boat anchor rating. Those identities would fit into them. Yeah, well, they're in my OK listing, right? So, Steve, since you just joined, These are all balls that I like. C being just an okay ball, right? And we're going to go to the third page in a bit and talk about some of the balls that I got rid of or that just didn't work for me or got a failing grade for me. By the way, my bowling style is a high-speed, low-rev bowler, so I'm speed dominant. If anybody wants to know, my bowling style, my PAP is 4 5/8 by 1 3/4 up. And yeah, so there we go. The Mantra, you guys saw this one. Mantra's pretty good too. I would say I've got about 10 games on the Mantra. I'll put it in above average. It's a pretty good ball. All right, so that one is the Mantra Hybrid that you can get still. They still have a lot left at Buddy's for $70. Killer deal. If you guys don't have any DV8s, definitely get that. It's a very strong ball, very good ball. Nick, 16 will not only allow the speed, but the rev rate would probably go down also. Yeah, same reason why 14 pound would raise your speed and rev rate. Exactly. Yeah, let's see. I'm trying to look at what my 14s I have are. I got some 14s on here too. Lumpy, you need an alert. It's the best ball I have right now. Yes, that's definitely on my radar, Lumpy. I've been hearing nothing but good things about that, and maybe my next surprise ball I'll get that. So I've been seeing they've been giving that out as surprise balls. By the way, if you looked at Bowling World's surprise ball reviews, somebody got a Zero Mercy Solid. Like, holy crap. So yeah, if you guys are in the market for a ball, Zero Mercy Solids are been given out as a surprise ball now. So one of the guys on our team in Napa, he got his first surprise ball, and he asked for a strong, sharp, solid, and they sent him a DV8 Heckler Hybrid. So he didn't get what he wanted, but he decided he's going to keep it. And I've been seeing a lot of those on sale on eBay, so I think Bowling World is probably giving a ton of those out. Hence the reason why I think everybody in my last stream guessed Heckler Hybrid for the ball I got. But yeah, so the teammate got it. We're going to drill that up for him. He's decided to keep it, so we'll see about that. The Hater, I'm going to put that in A tier. This is the Hater Pearl that I got. The last ball I got as a surprise ball. And that's a very good ball, especially for my bowling style, being speed dominant. If you saw that video, you saw the backhand hook on that bad boy. And I did not take the compound off of it at all. Ed, what's up, Ed? Roto Grip Optimum Idle Solid is one in my bag. Nice. Notice Pearl is now being discontinued also. Yeah, I didn't... Optimum Idle, was that the pink one? I think that was the pink one, wasn't it? Matthew Seibel, hey, what's up? Dennis McClintock, what's up, Dennis? I'm here now. You sending the bad ones back to the Bowling World Mystery Box. All the bad ones that I had, like I said, the third page I'll show you all the bad ones that I got. I pretty much got rid of them. I don't have them anymore. I have one left, and that's the Brunswick Endeavor, which I'm going to talk to you about that one. It's kind of funny. But all the rest of them are gone or sold, so I don't have any of the old ones. Jim, hey, what's up, Jim? Collision Line is the only ASIM 16-pound balls that are still strong for a B7. Nice. Yeah, the Wicked Collision is ridiculously strong. Oh, Jim says alert is no joke. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get that for sure. Tori, Mantra Hybrid had drilled weaker, plays second and third game. Yeah, same for me too. The Mantra is more like a second or third game for me. I wouldn't bust that out. In Napa, I busted it out game one just because we have very dry lanes in Napa. It's very high friction lanes. So I was able to bust that out. And it pretty much worked for all three. Tori threw it 20 to 10 all night. Nice. Nick, been hearing good things about the Danger Zone. Yeah, definitely going to try to, for $120, a Danger Zone is definitely a no-brainer as well too. And the brother-in-law ended up getting one. He got from where did he get one from? Bowling World, not Bowling World, Bowler's Mart. And it's already on back order at Bowler's Mart. All the other sites had them in stock, but he had like a $50 off coupon, so he decided to use it at Bowler's Mart. But if you're looking for the The Danger Zone Solid, it's all sold. The 15 pound is all sold out at Bowlers Mart. So very high selling ball, and I actually just watched Brunsnick's top 10 selling balls that he just posted about an hour or so ago, and Danger Zone was up there, and the Black Widow Mania was number 1, which I don't have that ball. I've heard nothing but good things about it. There's a couple guys on our Napa League that roll that, and they love it. So maybe I got that one as a surprise ball too. The Mitch Man, I left my alert. It was an early Christmas present. Nice. Lumpy, I have a Heckler Hybrid. I think it rolls pretty good, but definitely not a smooth solid. Yeah. Well, he ended up asking for a strong, sharp solid. And they ended up selling I'm like, what the heck? He paid $10 extra. So when people leave reviews that on Bowling World about the balls that they requested, they paid $10 extra and they give them something completely different. They come back with a reply saying, hey, if you asked for that specific style of ball and we gave you something else, it means we didn't have that in stock. Which I kind of find it, maybe they do, because I think what Bowling World does is they get a certain allotment of like Evil Eyes or Zero Mercies and they put them aside. And I think when people ask for that specific ball, they get them until they run out. And I think they probably have a certain allotment for the month. I'm not sure how it works over there. I'm just guessing. But Dead Polymers, my subscription, Bowling World Mystery Ball is out for delivery right now. Hell yeah, dude. Let us know what you get. Did you request a certain? Oh no, bowling is it? Oh yeah, Bowling World. Did you request a certain ball, or you just let them choose? All right, coming back down to the list, we have the last Deviate, and this is the Deviate Chill Pearl. This is everybody's favorite ball, I know. And for me, it's an okay ball. It's not great, although it rolled really good for me on extremely dry lanes. This is one of the few balls that I put a 5-inch pin to pap on as an experiment. I also got this ball for ridiculously cheap from Buddies. I think I paid like $70 for it at Buddies. And then I ended up getting another one in a Bowling World surprise ball that I ended up selling. I think I got my money's back on that. I think I sold it within the next day. But the Chill Pearl is not a terrible ball like everybody makes it out to be. They just had an overabundance of them and they just flooded the market. I actually brought it to Napa, was it last week? Or not a couple weeks ago. And I took the surface off and it rolled like crap. It just rolled horribly. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some polish on it and polish it back up and see what it does, because it seemed to do really good right out of box. I was doing like 7-8 baggers with the Chill Pearl. At one point I was rolling it. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Is this going to be my first 300 game is with the Chill Pearl? So I think you can still find Chill Pearls if I'm not mistaken. They're pretty cheap. I think Gebhardt's has them for like $90 or whatever, but this is probably the next on the chopping block, just to be honest with you. I just don't really, it's kind of hit or miss. All right, coming down to Motive. Well, before I do that, I'm going to read here. Tori, have a Mania, knock the polish off, let it lane shine, rolls nice, good back end, but controllable and predictable. Nice, okay. I've heard that once it lane shines, it goes to crap. That's what I've been seeing on these reviews lately. Ed, my bag of Scorpion Low Flare first game, Optimum Idol Solid second game, and then Ebonite GB5 later third or fourth. Nice. Damn, Scorpion Low Flare first game? You must bowl on a low friction house as well too. GB5. Yeah, I got my eye on the GB5 and also the GB4 Hybrid I got my eye on as well too. Dead Polymers, I always let them choose. Nice. Damn, you got some good ones for just letting them choose. The last one, like I said, I got a 10% off coupon, so when I paid the extra $10, it came out to $99 still. So I'm like, what the hell? I'll tell them what I want for an extra $10 and hopefully get what I want. And I got really lucky on the last one and actually got the Hater Pearl, which is a ball that I wanted. So they read my mind, thank goodness. I could have got the Columbia Street Rally. I think that's a strong sharp, if I'm not mistaken, or a strong. That might be a strong smooth pearl, but. Billy, I got the Hammer Anger from Bowling World. It's a good weak angular piece. Nice. Yeah, I think the Hammer Angler is like a sleeper ball too. I don't have that one. I heard nothing but good things about it though. And the Hater is like the Scorpion Low Flare, and the Hammerhead is a GB5 solid. Nice. Hammerhead's been getting a lot of love on these latest, ball rankings for the year. It's like I think Luke called it like the Hammer sleeper ball, if there's such a thing for Hammer. It's one of those balls that I don't know if the name kind of ruined it, because when you say Hammerhead's like what when they couldn't think of something good. So I don't know, the name alone kind of turns me off from getting that ball. I don't know, I'm kind of weird like that. Nick, you got to stop thinking about 300. That's when you will most likely mess it up when you're thinking about it. Yeah. I don't think about it. I wasn't thinking about it with the Ricochet return. Or what was the other one? The Mantra. I wasn't thinking about it with the Mantra. Dennis, I have a GB4 hybrid. Rolls great. I want my DV8 Hater hybrid. Yeah, I missed out on the DV8 Hater hybrid. I went and looked at the DV8 Hater hybrid after you told me you had it on the last stream, and I think the only place that has it is eBay, and they want like full price. I don't think so. I think I just missed out on my opportunity for that. Not a big deal. I got so many balls. I could do without one. Tori, Street Rally, have only heard really good things. Yeah, Street Rally is going to be good. My prediction on all the balls coming out for 2026 for B7 is going to be HK22C squared. Every single ball. Like, I think what you're going to see in or next month is going to be the new Black Widow, probably a Black Widow hybrid or a solid with what is it? HK22C squared. I think they're going to put that. It's going to be amazing. They have one out that's released out in Korea, I believe. That's amazing. An overseas ball. That's a hybrid HK22C squared, I believe. Don't quote me. But Tori, man, I don't care if the ball is brown. It's called big fat turd. If it smashes and pins, I'm in. Yeah, I'm the same way. But like in the market, if I'm in the market, I haven't really heard much about the Hammerhead, to be honest with you. It's just like a benchmark ball, and my benchmark ball is phase 2. Boom, right? When I don't need another benchmark ball. Okay, let's continue on. So going on to Motive, the Forge line. I would bring up Forge to the A tier. This is a very good, strong ball, no matter what kind of oil pattern you're rolling on. This was one of my first balls that I got. I got one for the wife as well, too. The colorway on this was like, yeah, I'm definitely grabbing this ball. Forge has been really good to me. I put some surface on it. It works good. I let it lane shine. It works good. So I'll put that in the A tier there. Going down, I got the Primal Shock. I got this for a deal last year. This is one that got discontinued. So a few of these you're going to see are discontinued. Primal Shock, and I will put that in the B for me. I don't really pair it up well with a lot of motives. There's only a couple motives that I pair well with. But the Primal Shock, I got this for about $165 online. When I told my PSO it was $165, he says, get it. That's cheaper than I can get it from my distributor. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll get that. Drilled it up. It's got a pretty good shape. Definitely, I'll bring that out once every month or so. Not a bad ball at all. The Jackal Onyx. This is. Oh, by the way, this was the solid, I believe. The Primal Shock was the solid, and this is the Jackal Onyx is the hybrid, and I'll put that right next to B, which is good. B is above average. It's a good ball. Crimson Jackal. This is the Pearl. This is my second motive. Actually, this is the first motive that I got. I got this before I got the Venom Shock. So, let's see. I will put that in B. I've got a really high. I got a 285 with that ball. Ended up, after that game, it just kind of inconsistent for me. I plugged up and re-drilled it. I put a stronger layout on it, and it works it's a little bit better. I got to give that more of a shot, but I'll put that in B for now. Okay. Jim, just curious, are you guys looking forward to anything or have any New Year's resolutions besides the puppy growing up? New Year's resolutions. I've got a ton of New Year's resolutions. Get my ass off the couch and start exercising again. I took a break this year for exercising. I got to get back doing it. The puppy has grown significantly. He is not. I think he's sleeping right now, which is a good thing. But he's rambunctious. He probably gained about 10 to 15 pounds so far in the last month. He's going to be like 70 pounds. What's your New Year's resolution, Jim? You got any good ones? Dennis, Hammer gets some hate. Hammer gets some hate. What I think that's Hammer gets some. Don't know what that is. Would have been a bit embarrassing. Overseas has a Hammer Black Widow hybrid. Yeah. I guarantee you're going to see something coming out next month for the Black Widow line, because normally the Black Widow line comes out every year, every January. So hopefully, I guarantee it's going to be something with the HK22C squared for sure. Dennis, cannot throw at any motive. They don't work for me at all. Dennis, thank you for saying that, because I thought there was something wrong with me. I was like, how come I can't pair with the... What was the number one ball that came out? Shoot, I'll get to it. Hysteria. Number one ball on everybody's radar. I was like, God, that ball was not good for me at all. So, yeah, thank you for saying that, Dennis, because I think I'm one of the few that just... Motives don't really pair. I don't really jive with them. I think the only motives that... I think they're mainly designed for high rev, and I just don't have the bowling style for a lot of the motives. I have to put a service on a lot of them. Tori, come to think of it, anyone remember a brown ball? Maybe a Columbia 300 had a brown ball. Maybe a white dot was a brown ball. Steve, EXJ Jack would be a D+, terrible for me. Yeah. Yeah, it's all right. I mean, it's okay. I haven't rolled it enough to give it I'm giving it the grade that I have right now, and I'll put it in B. Like I said, it's above average. It's good. Let's see. Matthew, did you ever have the Arctic Vibe? I did, and that's one of the balls I got rid of. You'll see on the last page. Steve, new Pearl coming out from Radical. Ooh. I'm not. Nick says I'm not a fan of Motive either. Yeah, I'm not a fan. They're high prices for one. Now that I'm buying all these discontinued balls, I just can't justify spending $220 on a ball when I can go to Buddy's and get 3 discontinued balls for the same price. I mean, I'm not kidding you. Like, I'd rather have 3 balls than 1 ball for Motive. When I first bought Motive, I'm like, damn, this is a $205 ball. This ball is going to work. And I roll it down the lane. I'm like, well, this is a dud. So I do appreciate that they are made in America, though. But damn, they've got to start coming out with like layout sheets like Radical does, because the whole hoopla with the Apex Jackal right now, saying, telling everybody they got to drill a 5-inch pin to pap at least to get the core to shape. Otherwise, it's going to burn out. Like, if you're going to do that, if you're telling people to do that, please put that in the layout sheet. Make a layout sheet. Put it in like Radical. That's one thing I like about Radical. They do that. The Mitch Man, I'm down to 215 from 260 since January. Nice, man. Good job, dude. That's a hell of a lot of weight to drop. Awesome. Whew. That's tough to lose that much weight in that year. So excellent job. Good job, Mitch Man. Jim, my resolutions include working out as well and finally getting more consistent bowling scores. Here you go, Jim. Yeah, me too. One of my resolutions is to improve my game dramatically, and hopefully I get some 300s. I wanted to see if I can get a 300 by year's end, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Kelso, what's that? Throw hybrid, only Motive ball that works for me. Great deal too. That's one of the balls I get rid of. Master Guns, New Year's Reds, practice more. There you go, man. Nick, I got a Radical No Doubt Solid that I'm currently plugging that I want to give it a try. Yeah, the broski got No Doubt Solid. He says that roll is pretty good for him. He got that in a Bowler's Mart mystery box. He got lucky. That was the November deal where they were like 70 or $80 or something like that. All right, let's go back down on the sheet. So we got the Motive Venom Shock, and this definitely goes up into the A tier. This is a good, consistent ball. This is a solid ball they've been selling for 10 plus years, probably more than that. And this was my second ball that I bought from Motive. The first one was a Jackal, second one was a Venom Shock. I was a little late to the party with this one. I think I had 10 balls before I bought the Venom Shock. The wife bought the... Pretty much everybody in our family has a Venom Shock, and they all love it. It's consistent. It's strong. It's one of the strongest Motive balls in my collection, believe it or not. And if you look at the rating system or the measuring system on it, it's like a medium. I want a medium smooth, but it's like a strong. For me, it's very strong, and it hits the pocket no matter what oil pattern you're on. It shapes well in every single oil pattern. So I would recommend, if you don't have any Motives, to definitely get the Motive Venom Shock. If you're going to choose any Motive today, Venom Shock by above anything else. Nick, the Mitch Man, I thought you were talking about your average. Mitch Man, Monwaro helped out, but so did Bowling. Oh, Aaron McKinley, what's up? Guru on sale with 129. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier. Bowling World deal with 10% off to 117 out the door. Yeah, by the way, Bowling World has killer deals right now on the regular balls. That's not surprise balls, and you get a 10% off. They emailed me a 10% off coupon or promo code to use until the end of the month. So if you guys are looking for balls, Bowling World has a lot of good balls for 120 or less right now. Real good balls. The Guru, if you notice, is not on my list here. The Guru did not work for me. Got rid of it. It did not work for me at all. And when I'm thinking, like, maybe I should have put a less strong layout on it, because I had I think it was like a 3.5 or 3.75 inch pin to pap layout on there. And I probably should have done a little bit weaker, because maybe the ball was burning out. I don't know what the hell happened to it. But I ended up giving it to the broski. So we'll see how he does with that. All right, now we're going over to Hammer. I used to have a bunch of hammers, and I don't anymore. So Zero Mercy was the latest hammer that I got. We're going to put that right up in the S tier. This ball is phenomenally good. I bought this for, I was going to say full price, but I didn't actually get it full price. I paid, I got like $15 off from Bowling World because I had points, but I bought it pretty much full price, which I rarely do on any balls. But I saw that one, and it was either a tie-up between this one and the Jackal Onyx. I needed a strong solid. This was a hell of a lot cheaper than the Jackal Onyx, so I ended up getting that one instead. And it's pretty darn good. It's very strong. I have not touched the surface on it at all, and it will find the pocket. It's like a strike magnet. It will find the pocket, kind of like a Brutal Collision. Very good ball. Black Widow Hybrid. So this is another one that I got. I have a 14-pound and a 15-pound. The 14-pound, I'll put that in A tier. That's a really good ball. The 14-pound was the wife's old ball that I plugged up and drilled up, and it shaped really well. And then for Christmas, I got the 15-pound. Thank you, broski, for the cool Christmas gift. And I drilled that up and I rolled it, and it works pretty well. I've only rolled it on really dry lanes, so I can't really judge it right now. But based on the 14-pound, I'm gonna have to put that in A tier. This is another one that was $109 from Bowler's Mart. Bowler's Mart does these random deals every now and then, and that was, I think it was the Black Friday deal. So I got two of those. That's another good ball. If you guys are looking for a goat ball from Hammer, the Black Widow Hybrid is one of them. Matthew, my New Year's resolution is to bowl a clean game. Nice. Heck yeah. Craig, what's up, Craig? Phil from Radical recommended the pin down on the Guru when I emailed him for a recommendation. That's probably what happened. I didn't do a pin down. I did a really strong layout, and it just did not work for me at all. Yeah, I probably should have done that. I was like, what the hell is going on with this ball? It's not shaping like I want it to shape. All right, and then the last hammer that I have on the list is the Hammer Scorpion Low Flare. So this was a ball that I got as a surprise ball. I believe this was number 3 or 4 at Bowling World surprise balls. I'll put this in B tier. This is a good ball. I also drilled this one pretty strong. So it says low flare. I can actually use this game 1 in Napa. This is it's pretty strong. It says low flare, but it's got a pretty good hook to it. So, and that is what is that one? That one that's a hybrid. Scorpion low flare is a hybrid. That one has been discontinued, and the Bowling World sent me that pretty much right when it was discontinued. They sent me that, which when I told my PSO that I got the Scorpion low flare, he says, "How did you get that?" I bought them all out. That was another ball that the old PSO really loved, and he ended up buying a whole bunch of them. Bought them all out from his local distributor, and I got one. So if the PSO buys them all out, I'd say it's a pretty darn good ball. Haven't rolled it as much. I probably have about 15 games on it, but it's a pretty good ball. And this is a good thing about that one is I know people that polish it, and it tones down. If you sand it, it'll be a little bit stronger. So it's a good all-around ball. I'll put that in B, which is above average. All right, going down to another one of my favorite B7 brands is the Columbia 300, right? So a lot of haters of Columbia 300 for some weird reason. The name just doesn't roll off the tongue very well, and it gets a bad rap from everybody. But all these balls roll excellent for me, okay? So last year I got the Pure Madness. This is another one that is discontinued. And the Pure Madness was I think it's a solid, if I'm not mistaken. I got this from Gebhardt's, and it paid, I think, $95 at Gebhardt's. It was one of the discontinued items. I thought the color looked pretty cool. The name Pure Madness. I said, what the hell? I can't go wrong for under $100. One of I think it was the number 2 ball that I ended up drilling for when I got my drill press. And we are going to put that up in A. That's another really good ball that I really like. And I don't think you can get that anymore. You might be able to find the Pure Madness on eBay. But it's really good. I really like it. It's a lot stronger. I think the diff is like .048. It's a lot stronger than it sounds. A lot of hook to that. The Mitchman, Zero Mercy Solid, better than Jackal Onyx. Awesome. If you have both and you say the Zero Mercy Solid is better than the Onyx, right on. I think I made a good decision. I just can't justify paying over $200. And I was thinking, should I get the Jackal Onyx and just use my Bowling World promo code? I'm like, I don't know. I don't think so. I've been looking at a couple on eBay too, and they still want too much money on eBay for the Jackal Onyx. So I think I made a pretty good decision. Hold on, let me get a drink of water. Stand by 1 second. All right. By the way, how do you guys like my background? It's a retro bowling alley. I went back in time. This is Callahan Bowl, which is in Sandusky, Ohio. If anybody's rolled to that alley, let me know. I got the whole alley to myself here. Steve, I think for Radical, they seem to work with high rev bowlers better. Yeah. Got to get those cores to do their job exactly. With my style, I have a hard time getting the cores. Got to be a big solid ball to help my style out. Michael Finley, what's up? How does the Ion Max compare to the Zero Mercy? I would say they are pretty darn close. I would say the Zero Mercy is a tad bit stronger. The Ion Max, when I first rolled that, was ridiculously strong. And once I got the cover to break, I got a wonky layout of that too. I think I got like a 30 by 4.5 by 50 or 60 or something. The PSO drilled that one up. It was really wonky for me. I got the Ion Max because I went into the pro shop and I asked the pro shop for a specific ball. I said, "What do you think I should get?" I think I was in the market for the Absolute Power, I think it was. And he goes, "Don't bother with that. Get the Ion Max." The Ion Max had just come out. He's like, "Get the Ion Max. It's the best best storm ball out right now." I said, "Okay." I didn't really like the colors, but he's like, whatever, I got it. And really strong for the first couple games. And then it kind of, once the cover broke in, then it shaped really nice. I put some really high scores on the Ion Max. I don't have that many games with the Zero Mercy. I probably have about 8 games with the Zero Mercy. Just with those 8 games, I can put it up in S tier for you. I can tell you that ball was phenomenal. And there wasn't really much of a break-in period. It was pretty much like right out the box that ball rolled good. But they're pretty much, if I had to choose, I would choose the Zero Mercy Solid out of the two. If you're looking for a stronger ball, I would do that. But you can't lose with the Ion Max. Ion Max is really good, and that's for a real good price too. Right now, I think it's like 160. Bowling.com, I believe. So Rod, hey, what's up, Rod? I have 3 low flares, all drilled differently, all roll great. Nice. Yeah, I only have the one. I was lucky to get the one. Steve, Mitchman, now I don't have either, but I have a nephew, a Jackal Onyx, but my nephew, Jackal Onyx, and that thing is pure beauty going down the lane. I know the Jackal Onyx is a beautiful looking ball. Holy moly. Beautiful looking ball. I like just the all black ball like that with the kind of silver and red. It looks awesome. Just a very strong oil loving ball. Nice. Master Guns. Nice background. Craig, maybe Sarah Bull. She's from Sandusky, Ohio. Craig, it's a joke if you're a movie buff. Callahan Bowl in Sandusky, Ohio. You got to be a movie buff from the 90s. There you go. Steve knows it. Steve, Callahan Brakes. If you know, you know. The Mitch Man. That's my shirt right here. Callahan Auto. Or Callahan Auto Parts. The Mitch Man. I don't own either. Going off ball reviews. Nice. Yeah. If you're on a budget, I definitely Ion Max. I think the Zero Mercy may. I don't know if that's going to drop down in price for a while. It's a pretty high top selling ball for B7 or Hammer. So I don't know if the Zero Mercy is going to go down in price until probably summertime. It's a really good ball. But if you're in the market to save money, go Ion Max. If you don't care, Zero Mercy all day long. Tori, only Radical I have is one you sent me. Nick's Sneak Attack, nice. It's great on burnt lanes, and I use it a lot as a spare ball. Really predictable, nice. Tori 1. Okay, I think we were just correcting yourself. Rewind Country, what's up? Steve, can I get a good look at a TV? T-Bone, I'm sticking my head up a cow's ass. That's right. Steve, Onyx. If I could do it all over, it would be my ball. But with the Evil Eye, Guru Oracle in my bag, it wouldn't fit. I think Evil Eye is probably going to be the next to be on sale. I can see that going for like $149 by the next couple months. Tori Casey, Uncle Buck. Uncle Buck. Dead Polymers, do you get a free brake job with your ball purchaser? I did. They gave me the Zero Mercy. No. Copy. You got it. Craig, Farley movie. Tori, it's crazy to think that it's almost been 30 years since Chris Farley died. I saw that the other day. I'm like, holy crap. 30 years went by fast. Yeah, Tori, Tommy Boy. Yep. Rod, I think the Jackals are very sensitive to layouts. I think you're right, Rod. I think I'm discovering that, especially after watching all the hype with the Apex Predator. My EXJ rolls terrible, but for my friend's EXJ who traded it with, rolls great for me. Layouts are close. Besides VA angle, span's a little different. I drilled my EXJ Jackal very weak, like a pin down layout. Pin and ring finger layout. And it's very strong, so I think you're right on that. Like the Jackal Onyx is really strong. For other people, it didn't work for them. The Mitch Man, how was your background? Not the fence from the tool man's backyard. I was gonna make a little fence. The wife's busy in the other room, but I was gonna make a little fence and have her come through the screen and poke her head, but I didn't have time to do that. Maybe next year's stream we'll do that. Steve Suter, no way. Brunswick just made an Evil Eye's #1 ball of the year. Yeah, okay. He also had to drill 2 of them to tell you that it was the #1 ball of the year. All right, let's go back here. Let's go with the rally. So this was the 14-pound Columbia 300 rally that I got. And we'll go B. We'll go B tier. This is above average. You know, it's a good consistent ball. I haven't rolled it that much. Maybe I got 10, 15 games on it. It's a strong ball. I rolled it game 1 in Napa. It was way too strong for me in Napa. So I had to roll it out in pat a little bit more lanes with a little bit more oil on it. But I'll put that down in beer. It's a good ball, definitely a good ball. Ricochet Return. I am going to have to put that up in S tier, believe it or not. And Mitch Man, maybe you agree with that or not. We'll see. A lot of people will not. They think that belongs down below, but I'm going to ask those people to think it belongs down below. Have you rolled that ball? I have, and that ball is phenomenal. It shapes phenomenal for me. So I'm going to put that up at the top. That is a great ball for me. It's been very consistent. I have about 20 games on it. Very consistent ball for me. By the way, you guys are liking this stream. Hit the like. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe. And I appreciate all you guys. Let's see where we at here. Anybody? Okay. All right. Let's see. Let me fix this real quick. Boom. All right. So, yeah, Ricochet Return. Phenomenal ball. When that goes on sale in a couple months, definitely pick one up. It's got a really cool colorway as well, too. I like this a little bit better than the Ricochet Return, or sorry, Ricochet Pearl. So this one I have to put down here in, it's okay, above average, right? It's good. It's kind of inconsistent. It's been kind of inconsistent for me. I played around with the surface, and it's hit or miss for me. So I still have to play around with that. It's really strong for a Pearl. And it's one of the weird ones that comes with, same with the Ricochet Return. It came with compound, and then they threw polish on top of it. Why they do that, I have no clue. I sanded both of those off right out of box. I did not. I think I rolled one game with a Ricochet Return with the compound of polish on, and it was a no bueno. I put 2,000 surface on it, and it shaped really good for me. So if you do get those, and you're a high-speed, low-rev bowler like me, you may want to take the surface off. If you're a high rev, leave the surface on. Steve, what's up with these ads interrupting your stream? Oh no. I think I accidentally put that on there. I don't know if I could. I don't think I could change it. It's too late. Sorry, man. I tried to put the minimal amount of ads in there. Maybe I shouldn't have done any ads at all. Sorry about that, man. Maybe I won't do that next time. There's an option to put ads on. It's like low, medium, and high. I tried to put it on low. I was watching ZVL stream the other day, and I was getting a lot on ZVL stream, so I think he's got it set on high frequency of ads. So I'm trying to put it on low to get, because I hate ads myself. GT Ben, what's up, GT? I'm late. What's up, Von Fool? Good to see you, my friend. The Mitch Man, hope you put the Ricochet Return in S tier just for ZVL. I did. Steve Suter, Ricochet Return, fool, get away with the wine, you crazy. Get away from the wine, you crazy. Yeah. Have you rolled the Ricochet Return, Steve? That's what I have to ask you. Don't be judgmental based on Columbia 300, the name alone. Turn the light on in here. It is a damn good ball, and if you can get your hands on one, I highly suggest you picking one up, Steve. By the way, the ads you're getting, it should be the 5 second click. So if they're the ads, the 5 second skip. Hopefully they're not longer than that. I apologize if they're longer than that. I have no control over that. GT Ben, man, you almost got me there. Thought you were at the bowling alley. I am at the bowling alley. I got the whole alley to myself. Callahan Bowl in Sandusky, Ohio. Check it out. Look it up. Let's see. Nick, leave the ads. That's how you get paid. Exactly. Nick, as much as I hate ads, I put the low frequency on ads. I don't want to scare you guys off with a bunch of ads, but I put the lowest one on there. Rod, where and how do my fellow ball hoarders store all these balls? My office is getting crowded. I've got all my balls underneath the guest room bed, and I had to buy a new bed frame because my previous bed frame, you couldn't put anything underneath it. And now I bought a bed frame, earlier this year, I think it was, then I could put stuff underneath. So I have all of them in bags. I'm pretty much tapped out. Hence why I'm pretty much limited to 40 balls or not. And the rest of them I got rid of. And I personally don't have room for any more unless I go out in the garage. And I don't need more than 40 balls. I've already got a problem. So once I get like 40 or more, I go through these and I say, okay, which ones can I get rid of? Like the Chill Pearl, that's going to be one I'm going to probably get rid of really soon or experiment with. I may experiment with that one with vacuum grips. I may do vacuum grips on that ball because I don't really care about that ball. See, Steve, I'd rather throw an Identity. Oh, man. Have you even seen the Ricochet return at all? Like, how can you judge it, man? Like, it's a great ball, dude. I'm telling you. Would I have bought it if I didn't get it as a surprise ball? Probably not, but I'm glad I got it as a surprise ball. And that's one of the great things I like about surprise balls is you roll something you don't normally would. Now, GT Ben, you're just getting here. These are all the ball. This tier, SABC, is a tier that they're all good, right? There's not a bad one. I'm gonna show you a page with all my bad ones I got rid of. But S is my top 5, right? Top balls. A is excellent. B is above average. C is good, right? They're all good balls. Every ball that I'm showing on here is good, right? Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Tori, gonna have to watch your return video again. Can't remember how it rolls. Polished hybrid, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's a polished hybrid. It's Ricochet return, and I took 2,000 service to it, and it rolls phenomenal. And actually, a game when I did a 1,000 service, and it rolled really good for me too. So you can play around the surface. Really good shaping ball for me. I've got a 4-inch pin to pap on that. Nick, there's a Callahan's Bowl of Rama in Connecticut also. That's funny. GT, C tier is like your average on your list. Yeah. C tier is my good, right? It goes good, and then the rest is up. Nick, you can only bring so many with you to league. I know. I bring 2, and I bring a spare ball. So I bring, a strong, a medium, and a spare ball. I don't bring 3 balls and a spare ball. Nick, my identity is money. The Identity is good on certain lanes. Certain conditions, the Identity is good. I'll give you that. The lane's got to be pretty dry for me. And when it hits good. You got to hit it right on the money. Grandpa Baggins, what's up, Grandpa? Happy holidays, my friend. Decent Christmas haul. Energize. 1 reverb. Next Factor. White dot. Holy crap. Plus the Hysteria finally showed up today that I won. Nice, dude. My wife got RST Hyperdrive Pearl. That's another good one. Rockstar Amped and a T-Zone. Damn, dude. How many balls do you have now? Holy moly. You probably make this list. Your ball collection probably trumps this list by far. Nice. Let me know how you like the Energize. The 1 reverb I love. We'll get to that. Next Factor, let me know how you like those. Tori, yep, I have a tall bed frame. Balls underneath, most in plastic. Yeah. Yeah, I would say if you have a lot of balls like I do and you're storing them, definitely store them in the plastic bag or I have all mine in 3-ball totes away from the heaters and vents and all that stuff. And they're in a temperature controlled environment. So I wouldn't store them outside and I wouldn't store them on wood, right? Well, all right, going to the last Columbia 300 is the Piranha Power Core. Bam. I'm putting that up in S tier for me. This ball is phenomenal. And guess what? It's been discontinued. Good luck finding this ball because everybody that had their eyes on this ball got them all when it was discontinued. I wanted to go get it. I wanted to get another one for the discontinued price. I think the discontinued price was like $119 or whatnot, and they're all out. And I checked everywhere. If you know any place that has them, let me know. But as far as I'm concerned, they're all gone, and they went really fast too. So I think Gebhardt's the only weight they have is like a 12 or 13 pound weight. Those that have the Piranha Power Core Pearl, no. If you don't, you missed out, my friend. That was a phenomenal ball out of the box, and it's just boom. It is a strike magnet. Strike magnet, my friends. I love that ball. Nick, you're better than me. I bring 5 strike balls and 1 spare ball with me, and usually backups in the trunk. Jesus. Grumpa, we've sold several, maybe only 30 to 40 now. Yeah, I think Grumpa, that's a magic number, is like 30 to 40. I mean, any more than that, and you're really leaving a lot of, you're not really getting to roll a lot of the balls you have. Like, even with this amount, there's a lot of balls I don't really get to roll as much as I'd like to. Steve, Grumpa must have won those on Whitestone. No, Grumpa won, you won the Hysteria on, what was it, the Leighton Elise YouTube. Yeah, they got a killer deal. You could have chose any ball you wanted. That was awesome. All right, going down the list, we have the track. All right, track Paragon Shadow. Boom, putting that right up in S tier. That is my number one. Yeah, that's one of my top track balls right there. If you don't have the Paragon Shadow, definitely get that one. That ball is awesome. Love that ball. That is the hybrid, okay? And I got that ball as a replacement for my Track Stealth Solid. When I got the warranty, my Track Stealth Solid cracked, sent in the warranty a month later. They come back with an email saying, "We're sorry, sir. We don't make the Track Stealth Solid anymore. Pick any ball from any of our 7 brands." Woo! That really made my day. So I picked the Track Paragon Shadow, which was, I think, the best ball out at the time. It was back in July. And that ball works really good for me. So and it's now under 120 bucks at Bowling World. You want to pick that up? I wouldn't even hesitate. And I don't even think it's not even discontinued yet. I think it's just on sale. So when that gets discontinued, that's going to be another one that goes fast. Nick, Bowlers Mart has them in stock. Yep. And then GT Ben, I'm in the same. I bring 2 balls and 1 spare. Yeah. William Miller, what's up? I9I, what's up, William Miller? I mainly leave my bowling balls in the tote and some in my closet. Yeah, if you got them in your tote, you should be fine. Nothing really happened to my balls. The only ball that I had crack on me was the Stealth Solid. And I think the only reason that cracked, because that ball was a display ball in the pro shop where I bought the ball at. And I think it was just out in the sun because he had it right by the window. So I think it was just seeing the sunlight day in and day out, temperature changes. And I think that's one of the reasons why it cracked, is my guess. And it had been in a shop for a long time. I got it when it was discontinued. I got the Stealth Solid was discontinued. Right. Let's see. Steve Suter, we finally agree. Nice. Track Paragon Shadow. I agree 100%. Do you have the Track Paragon Shadow, Steve? I can't remember if you got that or not. I think you did. Grumpa Baggins, several aren't drilled yet. Yep, Nate and Elise won several raffles throughout the year too. Yeah, man, Grumpa, you are the luckiest SOB winning all these raffles. Same with you, Steve. It's freaking awesome. Steve, Whitestone takes 3 months to ship to winners. Drives me nuts. Holy crap, Whitestone. I don't know what Whitestone is. What the heck is Whitestone? I gotta look that up. Whitestone. I don't know if I want to know if he says it takes 3 months to 3 months to get to you. Holy moly. Master Guns on Paragon Shadow. Heck yeah. Grumpa, that's a very long shipping time. Yeah, way too long, man. Nick, Bowler's Paradise has it still also. Oh, which one? The Piranha Power Core? Okay. I think it's a little bit more pricey. What are the prices on those ones, though, Nick? Probably not too far off from... I mainly go on the sites that don't charge me tax, right? So I go on Buddies, Bowling World, Gebhardt's. Those sites don't charge me tax, so those are the ones I look for. And those are the ones that usually sell out pretty fast. Bowlers Mart, they charge me tax and all that stuff. Bowling.com charges me tax. So those are my last resort choices. Same with Bowler's Paradise. Bowler's Paradise, they charge me tax. So those are my last resort unless I really, really want the ball. All right, going down here, Track Archetype Hybrid. This was discontinued last year. They made a lot of these. This was one that, it was funny because my PSO tried to talk me out of getting this ball so much, it was almost comical. He says, "Don't get it, don't get it. You're gonna hate it. You're gonna hate it. Don't get it. It's not gonna hook on you. It's not gonna do this." And I ended up liking the color of the ball so much. I just thought it was like one of the coolest looking balls, which is why I decided to get it, and it was cheap. I think I paid, just $90 or something like that for it, discontinued. And it's pretty darn good. I'm going to put this up in A tier. This is a very good ball. You still may be able to find a few on eBay, but really good ball. They made the Archetype Solid, which I didn't get. And I think, Grumpa, you said you have the Archetype Solid. They made the Pearl, but the Pearl only went to overseas. I don't think the Archetype Hybrid sold a lot. And so, like I said, the PSO said there was a lot of them at his distributor, just in boxes. He said his distributor had about 400 of them sitting in a box. And he's always just wait on it until it gets discontinued, and then you can buy it, which I did. Ended up getting a second one, which I gave out on one of my raffles. So I wonder how that ball is rolling for that winner of that. It's a really good shaping ball, very good ball. Kind of reminds me of a Phase 2 almost. The shape of it's very good. It's a very good, consistent ball for me. I get a lot of strikes with that Archetype Hybrid. Theorem Hybrid. Boom, I'm putting that up in S tier. This is another one that's still available in the market. They haven't taken it off. It's been out since 2023, December 2023. That's how good this ball is. They're still selling them. A lot of the PBA pros roll them. I went into my pro shop with a list of 10 balls, and I said, out of these 10, which one? I went down the list. Boom, boom. I can't remember exactly what I had on the list, but I was like, boom, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? And I got down to Track Theorem Hybrid because I didn't really know too much about it. And he says, Track Theorem Hybrid, that's your best one on that list. Get it. I said, okay, let's drill it up. I don't know much about it. He drilled a pin and ring finger for me, and that ball is, boom, super hockey stick shape. I love the shape of that ball. And you can get it for about $140 right now. It's a very good price ball. I think $149 is the price of it, $144. The Broski actually got one for $99 on, oh God, what was it? Was it Bowler's Mart? I think it was Bowler's Mart or one of those sites had them for sale for like a couple of days at $99. Actually, for a day, I think it sold out within a day. Was it earlier this year? And they sold out within minutes. And he was lucky enough to get one. So, and I asked him, I said, are you guys discontinuing this ball at all? Like, I actually emailed Track. And I said, are you guys discontinuing this ball because somebody's selling it for dirt cheap? It might have been Bowler's Paradise. That's who it was, Bowler's Paradise. Selling for like $99. And Track comes back and said, no, we're not discontinuing these. They're still for sale. So I don't know what the heck Bowler's Paradise. They just wanted to get rid of them for some weird reason. And they'd never put them back in stock. Last I checked, they don't have them in stock anymore. But if you don't have the Track Theorem Hybrid, it's a top 5 ball for me. By you got to get it. I can't say enough good things about that ball. I rolled that ball in league a couple weeks ago. All 3 games. My average was 210 all 3 games. I think I put up like a 230, 240 or something like that. Game 1 and a 215 and like a 210. Phenomenal ball. Love the shape. Shapes perfectly for me. I rolled that in a tournament in Napa last year. Got a 268 with it. So a really good ball. That's a Track Theorem Hybrid. Steve, I did, and I gave away to someone who threw it and loved it. Had so many, it didn't bother me to get rid of it. Track has some winners this year. Track has a lot of good winners. I'm kind of like curious about the Track Criterion Hybrid. I definitely have my eyes on the Track Criterion Hybrid just because it just looks cool. I mean, it's one of the coolest looking track balls. They say it's strong, but I think it's almost sold out at most places too. That one sold out really fast. Nick, 122, 104. Yes, it's a little bit more than I want to pay. If it gets down like $100, then I may pick up another one, Nick. GT Grumpa, I'm surprised you didn't win this 1.7 billion Powerball since you've been winning the bowling raffles. Yeah, holy moly. The one person won 1.7 billion on Christmas Eve on the Powerball. Pfft. Golly, that is like the best Christmas present you're ever going to get. Grumpa, I tried, only won $4. Nice. Grumpa Baggins, I got a couple of each archetype, but sadly no Pearl. Yeah, Pearl was only overseas, although I saw one Pearl for sale on Facebook Marketplace. Matthew Seibel, I've won 4 balls in 1 year in raffles. Damn, Matthew, that's crazy. Damn good luck. Hopefully they're all good balls, too. Steve, I can't wait to see you throw a swag ball or pyramid. I will never throw a swag ball or pyramid. Never, ever. will they be in my collection. I will not drill those up. So you don't have to worry about that, Steve. Those are two brands that you don't have to worry about me rolling or doing a review on, because I will not do it. Grumpa, I love the Theorem, but had to trade my new box for the next Factor or pay for the Factor. I'd rather have the Theorem. Yeah, Theorem's awesome. Matthew, first one was Pure Envy, second was Physics Blackout and Hyperdrive Pearl, and won a 900 Global Viking. Damn, that's right. You won that Viking. Damn, you won some good balls. Holy moly. Grumpa, I want the Criterion Inverse. Threw it at a demo 6 times for 6 strikes. Damn. Criterion Inverse. Yeah, they're giving that out a lot. Bowling World Surprise Balls, too. All right, let's finish up here with the Track. The Track Stealth Solid. Check it out. So even though mine cracked, believe it or not, I found one on eBay for $25. And I fixed it all up, made it brand new again. I made a video about that. That's definitely an A-tier ball for me. This ball was awesome. When I went into the pro shop last year, back in September of 2024. This is a discontinued ball, by the way. Can't get that anymore. I asked the pro shop about the Stealth Hybrid because that ball just came out. It's like, don't get the Stealth Hybrid, get the Stealth Solid and the Stealth Pearl. Those are the best ones out of the 3. So I got those. And this one rolls awesome for me. And they also got the Stealth Pearl. Stealth Pearl is also an A tier. It's an excellent ball too. For the drive, very strong. This one's very consistent for me too. So these two are discontinued. I don't have the Stealth Hybrid just because my PSO talked me out of it, and I do not have the Stealth Mode. I don't think that one did very well either, comparatively to these. What I would like to see is a Stealth with HK22C squared. Maybe they'll bring that out on the new Stealth Mode. I think they're still making the Stealth, so maybe that'll be a new line. All right, coming down to Ebonite. So we've got Ebonite is the One Ovation. We'll put that right here in above average. That's a pretty good ball. I've maybe rolled about 10 games with it. It's pretty good solid ball. This is also a 14. So this is a hybrid. The One Ovation is a hybrid. And like I said, I got about 10 games on it. It's good, you know. That's above average. Got that as a Bowling World Surprise Ball. The next one I bought outright. That was the last ball I drilled. Is the One Reverb. We'll put that one up here in the A tier. That's another really good ball. If you can find that still. Who had it left? Somebody had it left. I think it was one of the websites had it, but they wanted almost full price for it still. So they still had a lot in stock. So, oh gosh, I can't remember which site it was. But yeah, if you guys want the One Reverb, there's a site, but you're paying $144 for it. And that's a Pearl. Beautiful colorway. I got kind of a crummy colorway on mine. Big deal, big whoop-de-doo. I got the last one that Gebhardt's was selling. Not Mr. Tibbs. Hey, Happy New Year. What's up, my friend? Internet isn't good enough to stream, but you live. But I look forward to watching this later and bowling with you soon. Heck yeah. So Not Mr. Tibbs is coming back from a cruise. He did a Hawaiian cruise. Leaving from San Francisco out to Hawaii, did all the Hawaiian islands, and then he's back down to Mexico. So I think you're pretty close to getting down to Mexico now, aren't you? Grumpa, I've got a new in-box Stealth Solid in the closet. Would it be a good benchmark style ball? Dude, drill that up, Grumpa. What are you waiting for, man? That ball is phenomenal. Hell yeah, dude. Drill that puppy up before it cracks, man. Yeah, I like that ball. This is how good that ball is. If you go on eBay and try to find a Stealth Solid, they're $200 and up for a brand new in-box Stealth Solid. I mean, if you don't want, you can turn around and sell it for $200, if not more, on eBay. I don't know if anybody's going to buy it, but that's how much they're selling it for. I got mine with holes in it on eBay for $25. But yeah, it was that was my last ball that I had to review out of my whole collection was the Stealth Solid. And then I took it out of the bag to review it. I'm like, oh, crap, it's got a crack on it. So it's a good ball. Trust me. I think that out of all the Stealths I have is the best one. And my PSO said the same thing. I think the PSO bought all the Stealth Solids from his distributor as well, too. Very good ball. I would highly recommend you drill that up, Grumpa. Do not leave that in your closet. Matthew, waited on the 900 Viking to be delivered. Nice. Yeah, that ball looks pretty darn good too. Yeah. All right, let's finish up with the Crusher. Okay, so the Crusher, this was an interesting one. So the Crusher, I got a 16 pound for like 60 something bucks from Buddies, and I've got the 14 pound from D'Lo. So one of the guys that I used to bowl with, he didn't like this ball. He got it as a Bowling World surprise ball last year, earlier this year. Didn't like it, so I said, "Hey, I'll take it. I want to try a 14 pound out." Actually, I'll put that up in B. That's a pretty darn good ball. I've got the 14 and 16. I do not have the 15. This is now discontinued. You can find these for sale. I think you can still find these around at certain websites. They may have a few left available. They're 85. They were last I checked. They were 85 bucks at Buddies. I think they were 85 bucks at Gebhardt's, but I don't know how many they have in stock. So you might want to be careful. 60 something bucks for the 16 pound ball. If you guys want a 16 pound ball, you get it for dirt cheap. Double Ball Rog, what's up, man? Is the Piranha Power Core Pearl medium or weak? The Piranha Power Core is a medium. I want to say it's a medium. They say it's medium smooth, but it's almost like a medium sharp for me. It's a symmetrical, so technically it's a medium smooth, but it's got a sharp back end for me. It really hops off that friction. It's really good. It's a lot stronger than they make it out to be. You can roll it if it's a low friction house. You can roll it game one, definitely. I roll this game one all the time. All right, so that is now we're going over to Brunswick. So the Crown Victory. Oh my God, where am I going to put Crown Victory? Am I going to put that number one like everybody else? Nah, I'll put it right here. I'll put it in. It's good. It's amazing. You know, it's a good ball. I brought that to league. It's a pretty good shaping ball. Surprises me. It's very strong. This would be a medium smooth or medium sharp. I forgot which one it was, but I do like the Crown Victory, and that's on sale right now. I would say if you don't have the Crown Victory, pick one up. And I know Rod, I think I saw you got one too as well. I don't know if you drilled it up yet and rolled it, but I like my Crown Victory. It's really good. Is it S tier? No, but it's just below that. Let's see. And that Crown Victory is a hybrid. You know the funny thing about this? How everybody's rating the Crown Victory number one, right? Everybody, this is my take. I think that ball may have not done so well because it was Brunswick, that all these people were saying it's number one to boost up sales, right? And you kind of have to think about things a little bit. I know ZVL was talking about he's got to put his tinfoil hat on when certain balls get ranked number one, especially when it's done by staffers. Any top 10 balls by staffers, I just bypass. I just look at them for shits and gigs, but I don't really take it. I don't take it to heart, right? I look at the people that do the top 10 balls that are not on staff with anybody or don't get balls for free. I don't get any of these balls for free, everybody. These are all paid for. I am a consumer like you. I don't get paid to put these balls up here on this list, okay? I don't think anybody else could say the same. I think most of the other people either pay for or get the balls for free from the companies. So that's my 2 cents I'm going to put in that. So the Crown Victory is a good ball. The funny thing is the Brunswick Endeavor, which was horrible on sales. It was a pearl. It came out at the same time as a lot of really other good balls came out. Didn't do very good. And they were giving that out as a surprise ball. Our buddy D'Lo got the Brunswick Endeavor as a surprise ball. I got it for $70 at Buddy's. So what the hell? I'll roll this, just to see how well it rolls, to see if it was really as crappy as it was. And yeah, it wasn't that good of a ball. It was kind of crappy. It didn't shape for me. And now, if you have high rev, the Brunswick Endeavor probably was going to be good. But the funny thing is that ball was so horrible, they just rebranded it and put a hybrid cover stock on it. They put the Melee Jab cover stock on the Crown, and they changed the name to Crown Victory, and all of a sudden it's number one ball. Of course, all these other streamers, it's funny how things work. They don't dare put Endeavor Hybrid. That wouldn't sell any balls. So change it to Crown Vic, put the Melee Jab cover, and tell everybody to make it number one, and you got the number one ball, right? Rhino Pro. Here we go. Rhino Pro Pearl. This one is a very good ball. I'm going to also put this up in A tier. This is a very good ball for me. This is another one that the PSO told me to get. I didn't want it because I'm not really a fan of all white balls. And he says, get it. And I listened to him. I got it. He laid it out, drilled it up for me. I rolled it down. It was, holy moly, 260s, 250s, 260s consistently for the first 10 games. So, and that ball is really good. I want to say he drilled that ring finger, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember my exact layout, but yeah. This ball is discounted right now and discontinued at a lot of sites. If you do not have the Rhino Pro, get it. Okay? By the way, if you guys are watching my bowling ball reviews and going, hey, this guy doesn't have any revs. I'm a high-speed, low-rev bowler. If the ball works for me, rest assured it's going to work for your style because I don't think many people were worse on rev rate than me. Maybe the 80-year-old grandpa rolling the bowling ball in the lane, but yeah. So when I say a ball is good, like you might want to go pick it up, especially this one. Very good deal right now. Very good. It's a very strong pearl. Definitely a good ball. Brunswick Infinity. This was the very first bowling ball very first 16-pound ball that I got from Buddies. It was $57 at Buddies. And this is where it fits. It's good. Is it superb? No. Is it above average? No. It's right there. It's just good. Right? That's a 16-pound. It's pretty strong for a 16-pound. Sometimes I'm having to huck it down the lane or move left a little bit, and it's got some pretty good bite to it. All right, let me get back before I get to the last ball here. Matthew, I have a Stealth Solitude. Nice. Hope you like it. Too Tall, what's up? What's good? Just got back from practice. Right on. We're just hanging out, my friend. Dead Polymers, my mystery ball is here. Uh-oh, guess what it is, and I'll give you nothing. I'm going to say you got the Zero Mercy Solid. I'm going to go out on a whim and say you got the Zero Mercy Solid, Dead Polymers. Grumpa said Dead Energized. Nick, I don't know. CTD says 2 out of the 3 say Crown Victory #1. Yeah. By the way, Nick, CTD also sells bowling balls. They own a pro shop, so they're in the market of selling balls. I'm not in the market of selling bowling balls. I'm a consumer like you. I don't get any kickback on selling a certain bowling ball. Too Tall, where's the Evoke Hysteria? That was half of YouTube's Ball of the Year. You got it, my friend. It's now in Too Tall's hands. I'll get to that on the third page. Tori Casey, X in the Pit, buy their own balls. Exactly, yeah. They're one of the few. That's why I like them. And they're not on staff, which I love. So yeah, Tori Casey, I love that channel. One of my favorite X in the Pit. If you don't subscribe to X in the Pit, go subscribe to him now. Awesome channel. GT Bin, I like my Crown Victory, but I wouldn't say it's like #1 ball of the year. No, not at all. It's a good ball. You know what? I'm gonna put it down here. It's above average. It's not like excellent. It's above average. It's a good ball. But I'm not. Yeah, I'm gonna move that actually. Bracken, hey, what's up? Let me tell you, the alert is the truth. You got everybody telling me alert is the truth. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that. Billy, that Radical Sneak Attack Solid is a great ball. Unfortunately, mine cracked. Oh no. Yeah, they don't make that anymore. That's sold out pretty quick too. Grumpa, put that Jackal EXJ from B to S, man. That ball is a blast. I haven't rolled it enough to really. It's above. I gave it above average. It's not excellent. It's not consistent for me. That ball is a blast. I had to go out and search the webs for another. Grab the last one from X in the Pit. Nice. Yeah, I got to roll this somewhere. I'm going to bring this next time I go to League in Napa. I'm going to bring it. I was going to bring this last time in Napa League, and I decided I had so many balls. It's like eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and it got on the chopping block. So I'm going to bring the EXJ Jackal next league next week. And I'll let you know how I bowled it, Grumpa. GT Bracken, tell me more. I was between the Alert and Crown Vic before I went Crown Vic. Yeah, I don't know how. I would say the Crown Vic and the Alert would probably be pretty similar. Maybe the Crown Vic's maybe a little bit more later on the back end. I don't know. All right, so then we got the last one is the Radical Sneak Attack. Radical Sneak Attack, I'm going to put in here. I'm going to put in above average. You can't get this ball anymore. It's another one's discontinued. And it's a good solid ball. It's a good ball for the dry. You know, you got, and if you sand it up, it comes with 3,000, I think, factory compound or factory surface. Good out of box. Polish it up. It'll, you know, do later down lane reaction. But it's a good, consistent ball for me. Is it super strong? No. So you need to bring this out on the dry, right? Okay, so those are my current bowling balls that I have. The bowling ball, and this is from 2014 to 2024 to 2025. What are we in? Okay, and then we're going to next year. Now we're going down to spare balls. Okay, so spare balls. These are my spare balls. I have 5 spare balls. These are just for fun. I just put this in there for fun. And let's see here. All right, so these are the balls that I use in order of the number of times I roll it, how popular it is in my bag, right? So the Abide ball, I got a couple hundred games on this. The Abide ball is on the ball. It was my first spare ball that I got. It's $150. It's tried and true. It is tough, right? Don't let anybody tell you that on the balls are not tough. I've taken this to many boleros, and it's survived many cracks that I've patched up. And I got a video on me patching them up too, so you want to check that out. I was a rookie on patching up, so I didn't know what I was doing. Now I do know. So this is a cool ball. They make a whole bunch of different designs. Any kind of design you want, you can have personally made on there. A Storm Clear ball. I got this from the wife for a birthday present. Very cool. It looks cool going down lane. They just made the teal one, which it looks pretty cool. The Broski just picked up the teal one. So that'd be kind of cool if they put these in all different colors every year. This would be awesome. This came out last year. I think you can still get this. I still think it's in current production. Just be aware that clear balls like this get damaged very quickly. And so you have to polish it up quite a bit. Sand it, polish it. The mix, no, they raised the price on the mix. They're now like 90 bucks or $99 now. This is the toughest spare ball that I have. If you guys are looking for a tough spare ball that can withstand any bowling alley, get the mix. It's half urethane, half plastic. It's tough. And they just came out with 2 new mix colors, which are pretty cool too. So if you can only get 1 spare ball, I would recommend the mix. That thing will last you years. This is the DV8 zombie ball that I picked up for $25 on eBay. Brand new. I don't think the thing's ever been rolled. I got fingers drilled in it, and I roll this every now and then to bring it to the lanes. It's pretty fun. And it actually came with a bag. So I got this and the Brunswick single ball bag for $25. You can't lose with that. And then I got the Roto-Grip Jester ball, just because I thought it was a cool looking ball with the red and black. It doesn't look as cool as I thought it'd be going down lane. It's just whatever. Okay, so those are my spare balls just for fun. Let me know what spare balls you guys have. And I'll get on the comments here. Okay, let's see. Dead Polymer's mystery ball is a Columbia Street Rally. That's a winner. Dude, no winners? You don't think the Columbia Street Rally is not a winner? Dude, you better drill that puppy up, man. That ball is awesome. I was really hoping I was going to get that or the Hater Pearl in the last mystery ball. And I think I would have been happy with the Street Rally. That's got the same cover stock as pretty much what the HK22C Squared, the brand new cover stock came out. The only 3 balls that have that are the Zero Mercy Solid, Zero Mercy Pearl, and that one. So let me know what you're going to do with that one. I'd say you got a winner. It's a $190 ball, my friend. Tori, I like the Crown Vic. I like my GB4 Hybrid. Great ball at the right time, but a ball that is amazing. Nah. Yeah, exactly. It's not amazing. You probably want to bust it out on the drier lanes. Grumpa Baggins at dead. That one looks good. It does. I'd say definitely. Craig, X in the Pit drills my balls. I love the custom grips they sell. Nice. Yeah, I should pick those up. See if they'll sell me a couple. Try them out. The Mitchman Alert is worth paying full price. Yeah, it's pretty cheap. Alert, like I said, Brunswick is killing it on the price of their balls now. They are destroying the competition with their prices. There's no reason you should be paying $200 and up for any ball with the balls that the B7 has released now. There's no reason to spend that much money. And I don't care, Nick, if you're a Storm Nation fan, you have to admit that some of those B7 balls are looking phenomenal for the price. And kudos to B7 for giving us respectable and reasonable prices on bowling balls. I mean, $119 for a bowling ball? A good one at that, too? Psh, you got my money, my friend. The Alert, like 150, 160 bucks. Crown Vicks, 130. I mean, hell yeah. Bracken says, the Alert is sneaky strong and continuous. Way sharper that comes back from anywhere. Nice. I bought 2 different houses, one with heavy oil with an out of bounds and one with a nasty wet dry. Both A+. Cool. Yeah, I definitely hope I get the Alert. Dumba Balrog, you all making me want the Alert. You might as well get it. I think I'm going to get one. And I was for certain I was going to get the Rain. Yeah, don't pay $200, man. Get the freaking $130 ball. Tori, Sneak Attack is the most predictable ball I have. Yeah, definitely. Sneak Attack is very predictable. Very, very, yeah, perfect word for it. Bracken, the Rain is my second ball of the year. Nice. Grumpa, if you could get any Storm 900 Roto ball currently on the market, which would you choose? Oh, let's see. I would probably, on the market, let's see, did you say on the market? Maybe the Viking. The Viking's on my radar. The RST Hyperdrive Pearl, those are on my radar. And the Equinox Solid. Those are the ones that I'm looking for Storm. Other than that, I don't really care about any other Storms. Storm's supposed to be coming out with some news on January 1st. So what do you think it's going to be, everybody? Everything's going to change with Storm. New cover stock, what are they doing? All right, let's see. Lumpy, my next spare ball is going to be the Death Star one that can be made. That Death Star one is super cool looking. The only thing I didn't like about the Death Star is the whole ball is not this Death Star. You turn it around, it's got the Star Wars logo on it. When I was going to get that one too, I was like, oh, the whole thing's a Death Star, but it's not. It's just one half. I'm sure you can make the whole ball of the Death Star, though. That'd be kind of cool. Bracken, Double Barrel, if you have to just get one, get the Alert. Way more versatile. I can't go wrong with either one. Yeah, Alert probably would be the number one ball for a lot of the people, especially the guys watching my chat. I think Alert, everybody that has the Alert's like, dude, the Alert. Yeah, definitely. After everybody's saying that, I think Alert's my next ball. No doubt about it. Dumba Bracken, thank you. Do you think they will go well together? Dead Palmers, by no winners, I meant nobody. Oh, nobody guessed it right. I actually like the Rally and Speed series. Gotcha. Yeah, Rally's good. I think that ball's going to work good for you, Dead. Let us know how that works out for you. GT, how's the maintenance on the Storm White Clear spare ball? If you have I would recommend, if you don't have a ball sander at home, don't get the Storm Clear spare ball. If you don't have a polisher at home, do not get the Storm Clear spare ball, unless you have one of those, because you're going to have to do that about every 10 or 15 games. You can put it on the ball spinner and polish it up, unless you don't care how it looks. But when a clear spare ball gets a track on it, it just looks like crap. It just looks garbage, in my opinion. Does it roll any different? Probably not. All right, hold on. I got to wet my whistle some more. All right. GT Ben, heard it leaves a very visible track. It does. That's one thing you just have to know with clear balls. It's going to leave a track. Craig, I have the support our troops spare ball. Nice. Yeah, I want to get the Air Force just because I was hoorah Air Force. I want to get the Air Force spare ball. Tori, X in the Pit sells grips on their website. Oh, they sell on their website. Okay. Is it the same size? Because I use Turbo. I'm kind of curious if I need a different size. I use 45 and 21, and maybe I'll have to ask James that question. Did you use the same size? And what grips do you use? And did you use the same size that you used for your previous brand? Let me know. Nick, yes, I'm thinking of picking up some discontinued balls. You better, man. You can get a killer deal, Nick. Like they're killer deals. This is the best. This is probably the best deals I've seen since I got back into bowling. Right now is what Buddies has. What pretty much all the websites are doing right now. A killer deal. I think they're all trying to match what Buddies has right now, and they're just got killer deals. But you got to be quick because a lot of those balls are selling out fast. Master Guns B7 balls I only like are hammer and track besides SPI balls. Nice. You got to try the other ones, Master Guns, because they're all pretty good. I mean, they all make them in the same place. Grandpa, I've got a white dot purple, black, white, black, and axe pink. Purple for spares, well, and Next Factor. All is good. All is good from a home alley. Nice. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting a hammer axe too. That's another. Hammer axe is a really good strong ball. So if you're not a Storm fan, you don't want to get a Storm mix. Hammer axe is like the equivalent of a Storm mix. It's a reactive, so it's really strong cover stock. Very strong. It's not. I don't think it's plastic. Bracken, double bar rug, most definitely. Rain is earlier and smoother. Alert is more on the back end, but very strong as well, with more angle than the Rain. Nice. Nick, probably something to compete with the HK22 and their core technology. That's what I'm thinking too, Nick. Grumpa, the Captain America Shield Spare looks pretty cool. Yeah, they got some really cool spear balls. I wanted to get like the My Little Pony spare ball and just like beat people with a My Little Pony ball just to kind of rub it in their face. Like, I beat you with a My Little Pony ball? Like, really? Be kind of funny. Nick, Jalen Scott Jones just shot 300 with his Brunswick Alert. Nice, but he shoots honor scores all the time. Yeah, that doesn't count. I don't care what some pro shoots. Tori, been running the T-Zone for years. Nice. Yeah, T-Zone's pretty good. Larry, here the Alert is similar to the Crown Vic. It's solid version of the Vic. Okay, I have a Crown. It's good, great for me so far. Nice, nice. Craig, yes, on the custom grips, you use the same size that you have. Nice. They are a custom grip that will replace specialized drilling for vacuum grips. Specialized drilling, but you get the vacuum grip feel. Nice. Yeah, I've seen him talking about that on the stream. I'm kind of curious about it. Craig, you can replace on all of your other balls by just swapping them out. Oh, cool. And you have vacuum grips and all your other balls without drilling them out for vacuum grips. That's awesome. Okay, I'll have to try that out. That's pretty cool. Tori, saw a really cool Deadpool spare ball last season. Nice. Nick, he's not a pro, but he's on staff. Yeah, if you're on staff, I don't care, man. You're on staff, that means you're good. It means you win tournaments, man. Grumpa, a guy in league throws a Mickey Mouse ball. Nice. Yeah, just throw something. I just want to get like a ball. I can't pay $150 for a ball like that, though. If I got it for a killer deal, I'd roll it, you know. Matthew, the difference between the custom grips, they only get drilled to 1 3/4 deep in the finger hole. Yeah, exactly. All right, so let's go to the balls that did not jive for me. Here we go. The balls I didn't jive with. Check that out, huh? Isn't that funny that all these balls were like number one for a lot of people, but they just did not work for me? Okay, so I kind of got them down in rows of Motive, Brunswick, Hammer, Ebonite, Radical, was that Roto Grip, 900 Global, Track, and Deviate. Got almost all the brands there, I think. The Mitch man, I don't get being brand loyal unless I'm getting paid. Exactly. I'm not near good enough for that. Yeah, exactly, man. So this is my unbiased review of the bowling balls that I personally went out and bought with my hard-earned cash, right? So none of these balls were given to me, and I'm giving you my honest feedback. So these are the balls I didn't jive with, right? So the Evoke, surprise, surprise. Maybe I needed to drill a weaker layout on that. Who knows? Like they're saying for the Apex Predator. Oh, hi, Boach.
Yeah, have Bodie say hi.
Hi, Bodie. Well, I don't know if they can see him. All right, we're gonna see the doggo here for a little bit. Let me get this screen up real quick here. I'll bust it up here. All right. Okay, so you guys want to see the doggo? Here we go.
Careful, gotta pick him up.
Oh yeah. Here's the doggo. Say hi. Look at the camera up there. Don't bite the chair. Here. Okay, he's got to go poo-poosh. All right. Go poo-poo, Bodhies. All right, he's getting hard to pick up now.
Come here, big boy.
All right. All right, so let's go with the Evoke, right? So how many people like the Evoke? Probably 99% of my viewers love the Evoke and say, how the hell could I get rid of that? Well, this didn't work for me. It didn't hook for me. So, and like I said, I probably could have used a different layout. Who knows? Let's see. Bracken, I have the clear storm white and just ordered the clear teal. Nice, but I'm not drilling them. Throw the good one. Throw the good old ice for spares. Nice. Yeah, the teal looks awesome. Wish I could have waited when I got that one. Too tall. Hey, half my arsenal is on this page. Yeah. It is. So Too Tall was a recipient of a lot of my bowling balls. I know Rod got it. Well, I think he got the mesmerized too, if Rod's still watching. Let's see. Grumpa, Hypnotize is so pretty. Hypnotize. It is pretty cool looking ball. Like I said, I got that. I'll go through these. Steve Suter, high rev players would love this article. Exactly. Yeah, so I'm not a high rev player, so these balls, if you're a high rev, these balls would probably jive with you. They just didn't work for me, or I didn't roll with them well. I'm going to go through all of them real quick. Too tall or low ball speed, exactly. Steve, Ditch Panther, and Fleabag. Fleabag. He actually had a tick in his ear the other day. We're like, what the hell is this thing? Damn, running around the tall grass, he had a tick on him. Grumpa, it took me a while to figure out the Pride Dynasty. Now it's a good ball. It took several games to break in, like the Jacko EXJ and Pure Envy. Dead Polymer. Let's see, yeah, so let's go down this. Let's go to the Evoke. Just didn't work for me, right? I tried to make it work, didn't work, and now Too Tall has this ball. The Primal Rage, same thing. And in a decent shape, but I just kept having to play around with surface to get it to shape the way I wanted it to. And it just left a lot of splits and a lot of 10 pins. And I didn't really have much success with the Primal Rage. So Too Tall has that one now. The Thrill Hybrid. By the way, I bought these full price. Bought that full price. Bought this full price. The Thrill Hybrid full price. This one, yeah, it just didn't work for me. I probably didn't give it much of a chance. I got like 15, 20 games on it. And this didn't work. So I got rid of that one. And then the Pride Dynasty, I got this one from another guy in a league that I got the Zen, the original OG Zen. I think I paid $25, so this didn't pair well for him. This shaped pretty well for me. I just never rolled it. I just never took it out of my bag, so I just got rid of it. I gave it to the broski. So I wouldn't say it wasn't one that I didn't jive with. It was just one that I got rid of. I just didn't really roll. I didn't give it enough of a chance, right? But it was a strong ball, very strong ball for me. Okay. Let's see. Dead Polymer, Steve, good point. I like a lot of the balls on his poop list, and I'm a two-handed lefty. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Bracken, Mitchman, exactly. No sense of being brand loyal if you ain't getting paid and could be missing out on great balls. Exactly. Grumpa, spoilers. I just got my Evoke 2 hours ago. Nice. Can't throw it until I get over this cold. Oh, no. Sorry you're sick, my friend. Bracken, I think you agreed with me on a ZVL post. The Evoke was hot garbage over-under mess for me. Yeah, exactly. It was over-under for me. I just cannot get that to be consistent for me whatsoever. And I want to say I did a 4.5 pin to pap layout on the Evoke, which, I thought it would be pretty good, but I just did not have any luck. I messed around with the surface a lot, didn't do anything. I put polish on it, nothing. So, yeah, there's a few of us out there that didn't jive with the Evoke, believe it or not. I'm one of them. Larry, I got the Zigzag Solid and the Identity for mystery balls. We'll pick them up from the Pro Shop next week. Nice. Yeah, let me know how you like those. I heard the Zigzag's pretty good ball. Rod, I'm about to throw your Mesmerize in 15 minutes. Nice. You rolled the Mesmerize yet? Have you rolled the Mesmerize yet, Rod? Let me know. Yeah, the Mesmerize. So let's go to the Mesmerize. Mesmerize was one I bought new from the pro shop. I thought it was really cool looking. I bought one for the wife as well too. The broski got one. We ended up selling the wife's Mesmerize, and then broski ended up selling his. And I kept asking around, hey broski, you like your Mesmerize? Nah, I don't really like it. Why? It was too strong for the wife, and then she ended up quitting bowling. And it just didn't shape. It wasn't much of a hook for me on the Mesmerize. I don't know. They said it was this big, strong ball, and I just didn't see it with my rev rate. So I don't know. Maybe Rod, you'll have better luck with it than I will. Nick, I don't know. I didn't know you get ticks out there. Oh yeah, we got ticks out here. We got everything you got out there, man. Mosquitoes, ticks, all that stuff. I live in Northern California, so there's a lot of tall grass and hiking trails out here that we take a dog on. We have to check them. We have to check ourselves for ticks when we get done hiking because it's pretty common. If you go against high grass, you'll get some ticks on you and stuff. But that was the very first tick we saw on them. So yeah, ended up getting this to Rod. Hopefully Rod will have better luck on this. The Hypnotize I got as my very first Bowling World surprise ball. This was the ball they got me hooked. Right, this was when the ball was brand new. And I had just watched X in the Pitch review, and they got a 300 with it. So I was like, awesome. Heck yeah. It was a $200 ball at the time. And now I think the ball is, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's discontinued now. Or it just got discontinued. I think you can get that ball for about $120. It was good for a few games. And then that was kind of like the Evoke. It was hit or miss for me. It was over and under a lot of the times. I couldn't get it to really shape the way I wanted to. Bracken, also Pride Dynasty, hands down, was the worst ball I've ever thrown in my 20 years of bowling. Yeah, like I said, I paid $25 from a guy in league. I wasn't worried about it. I said, what the hell, I'll buy it. I'll check it out. Steve, I got someone the real time for Christmas. Two-hander, and he makes this ball go long and then watch out. Yeah. Let's go down here. So Endeavor, let's go. I'll just finish this list. I'll go back to the comments. The Brunswick Endeavor, I kind of went over that one. This is the Crown Victory in pearl form, everybody. So that's all this is. Same exact core as the Crown Victory, the Brunswick Endeavor. Has any of you guys ever heard of the Brunswick Endeavor? Probably not. It went under the radar, and it went discontinued pretty quick, I think. Tried to roll this, and it just didn't work for me. You need high rev for that, which I do not have. Hammer Special Effect, going up to the hammer line. This was pretty good. I rolled this the first time down in SoCal with Too Tall, and it was really good. I think I put up like a 260 something or something like that. And then it just kind of, the cover just kind of, I don't know what happened, but it didn't roll like it did the first 10 games. So maybe Too Tall, you'll have better luck with this than me. Maybe play around with the surface or whatnot, but it was another one that it just was getting neglected in my whole collection. So I figured, I don't need it. Give it to somebody that can use it. So hopefully you can bowl that and get good games with Too Tall. Going down to the Black Widow 3.0. So this was my very first ball getting back into bowling last year. The wife got this for me. So this was a very cool gift from her. And this was the ball that woke me up from bowling balls, because I had two balls when I got back into bowling. I had the two balls I had from 2010 and one from 2012, which I still had. Luckily, they weren't cracked or anything. Old Columbia 300 balls. Reaction Rev, and I had the Columbia C Series. Oh, no, sorry, Brunswick C Series. Ultimax is what I had, right? So those weren't really working for me. They had weight holes drilled in them as well, too. And I didn't know anything about weight holes being banned when I got back into bowling last year. So I went to the pro shop. He goes, that ball is not legal. You can't roll that. So I looked in his pro shop. I said, man, that Black Widow 3.0 looks pretty cool. Looks awesome. How's that ball look? It's a good ball. First games, I think I said this on the stream. First games were 240, 220, and then like a 180 with the Black Widow 3.0. But the cover stock ended up breaking down very quickly, and you have to keep up on the surface like every 5 games. Horrible cover stock they put on this. I don't know what the hell they did to it, but it's not a good ball. I don't recommend the 3.0 to anybody. I ended up getting rid of that, selling that, and getting rid of that. So, yeah, that's the ball I didn't jive with, and it's unfortunate because it was my first ball that I got back into bowling with. I was pretty stoked. The Arctic Vibe was another one that my PSO tried to talk me out of buying. He says, that ball's not that good. But the colorway was too cool to pass up. Thought this was a really cool looking ball. And everybody on our team got one. And it was an over-under. Really was a very strong ball for a Vibe, almost too strong for me. And it kind of just burned out quickly. I put service on it, put polish on it, kind of messed around with it. And just got rid of it. And the wife had one that I bought her brand new 14-pound, and she ended up never rolling it because she had quit bowling, and ended up selling that brand new. Huh?
We should stop saying that.
Well, you did. You
I
quit.
know, but you like say it all the time, so I did.
Okay. Well, she quit bowling. It's a 14-pound ball, and ended up selling that. Just had the holes drilled in it. Ended up selling it. Plugged it up and sold it. And then we go up to Ebonite. Ebonite Real Time. I bought this because of all the hype that CTD said on a stream. He said he had 3 of them drilled up. So he said it was a really good ball, and everybody else says it was kind of like a sleeper ball. Really strong for me. If I ever get this ball again, say like in a surprise ball, I'll keep it, but I'll drill it pinned down. Very strong ball. Very good price point too as well. So the Real Time was, I think I paid like $120 for it, $125, and that was like when it was brand new. Very strong. So I would recommend this, but I would recommend, being very cautious with the layout. I went really strong. I think that was a mistake for me. I would probably go pinned down next time. The Fireball, I got the Fireball from Gebhardt's, and that was a discontinued ball I got for $90 as well. This is a high rev bowling ball. Definitely did not jive with my low rev at all. Cool looking ball. And there's another reason I got the ball, very cool looking. And if you watch Tommy Jones, he did a perfect 300 with the ball in his video. So don't be sold on a pro rolling a 300 in a game, because we're not pros. The Guru Oracle going on Radical. Yeah, this one I was kind of bummed that I got rid of, but like I said, I probably would have been good if I did a pin down layout. I think it just puked on me a lot of the times. It just shaped very weird. Not the reaction I expected from that ball. It's got a .047 or 48 diff, which is not extremely strong, but it just didn't work for me. The Katana Strike I got from Bowler's Paradise, $79. It was a closeout. It was like a prime deal closeout for Bowler's Paradise. I got that. The PSO said he wouldn't pay $10 for that ball. He talked a lot of crap about that ball. Said he wouldn't pay $10 for that ball. The first 10 games of this thing were really good. He drilled it pinned down because it is a very strong ball. And it's another one. I probably could have kept it in my collection, but it was just getting neglected on my out of all my collection. It was getting neglected. I wasn't rolling it as much. And last time I brought it out last month, it just put up some horrible scores. It wasn't shaping the way I wanted it to. And I was just like, I didn't pay that much for it. I get rid of it. So got rid of the Katana Strike. The Rockstar may surprise a lot of you guys. It didn't shape for me as well too, and that could have been the 4.5 pin to pap. Who knows? I got my Phase 2. My Phase 2 fits this spot, so I got rid of the Rockstar. I don't need to. I like my Phase 2 better than the Rockstar. I got this in the Bowler's Mart deal, which was $80. I couldn't pass it up, so I said, what the hell, I'll try it out. Tried it out, and ended up selling it for not much more than I paid for. So a lot of you guys I know like the Rockstar, but I got the Phase 2 that satisfies that need. Exponent Pearl, this was another one I got. Gebhardt's last year that was like a $90 ball. It was like a $100 ball or something like that. Gebhardt's on their closeout deals. It was discontinued. It was an okay ball. Nothing spectacular, right? It was one of those kind of just left in my bag. Didn't really roll it, so I gave it to a guy in our team on League. Drew it up for him, and he loves it. It's his only ball that he uses on League, and he puts up pretty good scores with it. So I'm happy that one of our teammates got an old ball. The Track Theorem Pearl. So this was a ball. I learned my mistake with this ball, and this was the mistake I learned. Never buy a ball that you don't see reviews on it for, or never buy a ball that just came out. So I got this ball a week before it was released to the public, pretty much. PSO had a few in stock he got from his distributor, and I got one because I was a big fan of the Theorem Hybrid, and I'm thinking, Theorem Pearl is going to be just as good, right? And it was a dud. It was a real dud. It was a big disappointment. The first time I rolled that, I'm like, what the hell is this ball? The shape was horrible. I sanded, I put all sorts of surface on it, and I was like, nope. So I made it my experimental two-handed attempt bowling ball, which I failed miserably. And then I ended up having it in my collection and filled up those holes because I'm probably never going to go two-handed again because it was a hot mess. So I plugged up the holes, and I gave it to another guy on our team in Napa, and he loves the ball. He thinks the ball is beautiful, and it shapes for him. And he's a low rev, slow speed roller, so it works perfect for him. And then I come to the last one, the Deviate Mantra. This is the 14-pound Mantra that I got as a Bowling World surprise ball when I had all those 14-pound balls. And I just wasn't jiving with the shape. Just didn't really work for me. I bowled about 10, 15 games on it. Gave it to the Gramps, so now the Gramps is stoked. He's got pretty much a brand new 14-pound Mantra, and he loves it. He's a slower speed, lower rev bowler, and he loves the Mantra. So just because I don't jive with these doesn't mean they don't do good for other people. And a matter of fact, if you are a high rev or high speed or high rev bowler or a balanced bowler, you'll probably love every single one of these balls, right? So take that into consideration. Next time I get a ball, if it doesn't match up for me, I'll put it up for sale. You can have first dibs. All right, so let's get back to the comments here. We'll kind of end the stream here in a little bit. Okay. Steve, I got someone back in real time with two-hander. He makes this ball go long and then watch out. Yeah, the real time was super strong. Good deal, good price point. Sleeper ball for sure. Too tall. Going to plug and re-drill the Evoke as special effect next month on the recommendation of JR Pro Shop. Going to try out Powerhouse Ultra Safe. Nice. Yeah, let me know how that works out for you, Too Tall. The Mitch Man, we have a guy locally that had the Hypnotize new in box on sale, $130, new in box on Facebook Marketplace. We're thinking about it as a wife's ASIM Shiny. Hypnotize is a good ball. I mean, it was good for the first 15, 20 games for me, and then I just kind of didn't roll it as much. So, it's a damn good ball. I mean, Jaden on X in the Pit got a 300 with it. So it's definitely capable of good scores. He's also a two-handed high rev bowler, which I am not. So you have to keep that in mind, what your bowling style is. And like I said, I'm a high speed, low rev. I'm speed dominant, and these balls were not really jiving for me. So just take that in consideration. Rod, yes, Mesmerize works good for me. Nice. Happy to hear that, Rod. That's awesome. Grumpa, yeah, Jaden rocks with that Hypnotize. Yeah, I think he still rolls it too, if I'm not mistaken, Grumpa. Tori, anyone play with a Widow Tour? I'm curious about the Widow Tour myself, Tori. Matthew, I didn't get it. Yep. Grumpa, I've got a Widow Tour V1. It's pretty good. Matthew Seibel, 6161. I didn't jive with the Mesmerize either. Okay. Yeah, Mesmerize. Yeah. A lot of people didn't jive with that one. It just wasn't as strong as advertised or as strong as they made it out to be. Too Tall, speaking of Miss the Bowen Fool, her old hitter solid was money for my father-in-law. Awesome.
Oh, that's good.
Perfect compliment to his Widow 2.0 hybrid. Nice. Yeah, that hitter, what would you say? Probably what, 10 games on that thing? I mean, that ball was pretty much brand new, so I'm happy that it went to a good home. Thanks, Too Tall. You got a killer deal on that too. Glad to see it's getting some good use to it. Grumpa, oh yeah, say hi to Miss the Bowen Fool for me and wish her well.
Hi, Grumpa.
Grumpa says, I don't know if you can hear you with that mic, the mic.
Hi, Grumpa.
But I'm using a mic, so I don't know if you can hear her if she's saying hi. Steve, nobody likes a quitter. Miss Fool. Yeah, it was kind of a bump. Yeah, I mean, she had to quit for injury, so hopefully, one of these days she'll come back and start bowling again. Yeah, it's not her thing. it's not her thing. She doesn't really like bowling anymore. We tried.
Robert, I do like bowling. I just don't want to do it all the time.
She doesn't like to bowl as much as we do. Matthew, the Widow 3.0 is a great ball for one game, and then have to hit the ball with surface. Yeah, it gets lane shine so fast. Yeah, exactly. The ball gets lane shine ridiculously fast. I was like, what the hell is going on here? You know, like I said, it was my only ball that I had at the time. Like, this ball is not hooking like it used to. And then I saw other people's reviews. I know James at X in the Pit.
Hey,
Um,
Cody, get your ass back.
Dog's found his voice. He's actually barking a lot now. And the cat's hissing.
Bodie,
Yeah.
get out of there. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, so the Black Widow was the first ball that I was like, what the hell is going on here? It's not hooking. And like I said, James X in the Pit said the same thing. The cover stocks, pretty much everybody had the same consensus and went to crap really quick. The Widow 3.0 was the first ball I bought too. Nice. Yeah, it just looked cool. I mean, like I said, I got back into it March of last year, and it did look like a really cool ball. But can be deceiving, my friends. Billy, the Arctic Vibe didn't quite match up for me. It was good playing straight, but once I had to move it left, it just didn't hook enough. Yeah, it was like that's what kept me from getting the bubblegum vibe. Was my luck with the Arctic Vibe. I didn't really want the bubblegum vibe just because I was like, I didn't really vibe with. I didn't vote. No pun intended. Didn't really jive with the Arctic Vibe, so I didn't end up buying it. But I heard the bubblegum vibe is a lot better, so maybe I'll get that. Who knows? Tori, loved my 3.0. However, cover didn't hold up. Yeah, that seems to be the consensus. Everybody's saying that same thing. Matthew, I did sell the Rockstar. Yep. Sold to a guy in the Broski's League. Too Tall, Billy, I've had the same experience with my Arctic. Probably going to replace it with my Venom Shock for next year. Yeah, you can't go wrong with a Venom. If Too Tall, you don't have a Venom Shock, definitely get it. That ball is awesome. Too Tall, I drove a Widow Tour V1 for one of my teammates. I thought it was okay for drier lanes or playing up the track, but nothing amazing. Yeah, Tour V1. Okay, good. Grumpa, yeah, okay, good, we can hear. Hi to Miss Wilson, Miss Man says.
Hello.
Craig says, I agree on the hitter solid. I love that ball. Yeah, Craig, I was contemplating drilling that. For me. It was a 14-pound. I'm like, yeah, I kind of want to stick to 15s now. So, all right, we'll go back up here. This is the list if you guys want to see that again. And
Hey, get out of there.
okay, so
Get out of there.
all right, so we're gonna call it here. Anybody else have any comments about anything? You want to disagree and argue with me on some of these balls?
Yes, I need him to get back to his fatherly duties.
Yes, I need to take care of the doggo. The doggo has woken up from his nap.
Well, I'm
Which
taking
means-
care. I just need help.
Yeah, I know. So the wife needs help with the doggo. So let's see. I wanted to go through a few things here real quick. So I want to go through the deals again because I like to help you guys out with deals. So the Ivory Rhino right now you could probably get for $80. Crown Victory is $130. Mantra is $80. The hybrid. The Rally can be found for $114 already. That's already discounted. Very good ball for $114. Highly recommend getting that one. Ricochet Pearl is $114. Another good ball. Hater Pearl
Bodie.
is $119, and the Hater Pearl is on eBay for $119, and I think that's a pro shop selling those brand new on eBay for $119. I think you just have to pay shipping and tax or whatnot. Ion Max is $160. Paragon Shadow is under $120. I think $120 with 10% discount, and the Crusher is $80. Nick, sorry I'm back on, was on the phone with a wife. You right on. Yeah, so I'm just about ready to head on out. If you guys like the stream, make sure to give me a like, comment down below, and this will be available to view right when I get done. If you want to rewatch, if you missed the video, I'll have it up to the public when I'm done. And who knows what 2026 is going to entail. what kind of balls is going to be out. I'm very excited for. Usually January is a good year for bowling ball releases. Or sorry, good month for bowling ball releases. And I'm kind of excited to see what Storm has in store on January 1st.
Bodie.
Very excited.
Bodie.
Bodie down.
Bodie, get down. Right now.
I said the mantra.
Get down.
Yeah, I got the mantra was the third one I got. Mantra hybrid, $80. Killer deal, buddies. Okay, Billy, I'm definitely tempted to pick up a 16-pound rally in the Super CUDA
You should be barking.
power since the prices right now are really good. Yeah, Super CUDA is another one. I would say if you can find that one, I think that was equally good to the Piranha Power Core. And that's another one that I was looking at getting. I think the CUDA Pearl is another one that's sold out too. So we'll see. All right. All right, Billy says, great stream, fool. Craig, thanks for the sharing. Have a good night. I wanted to thank all my subscribers for the channel. I wanted to thank all my hero members. And I want to thank all my legend members. So Craig Cope and not Mr. Tibbs for being a legend member. So thank you guys for that. Any of the legend members, we mention you on all my streams going forward. And your names will be mentioned up in my stream. So I want to thank you guys for your support.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to everybody. Have a safe and happy New Year. And let's see. Go down the comments here. Grandpa says, have an awesome week and Happy New Year, fools and chat. Too tall. Been a great year. Let's keep building this channel. DIY PSO community. Yes. The Mitch Man, the Storm announcement could be huge. I think it's going to be huge. Happy New Year's, everyone. And I think most of the people have off on League this week because of holidays and stuff. So happy holidays, everybody. And I will see you in the next video, guys. Thanks for watching.